Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Glenn Calloway coming to you from the basement. This is my second shot at this video because I just sneezed about a minute into the last one. So let's hope things go better here. So if I sound stuffy, that's why. Everything's fine. Um, this video is my favorite 10 singer-songwriters ranked, inspired by our live chat on Tuesday night. If you didn't happen to see it, the last 10 minutes or so, there was a very spirited debate on kind of what makes a good singer-songwriter. Who's a better songwriter, this guy or that guy? I'm not going to reveal the names that came up. If you're curious, go watch. Just watch the last 10 minutes if you want, if you don't want to sit through 2 hours of. Anyway, um, let me define how I arrive at what makes a great singer-songwriter. First of all, I love a unique character and a voice, identifiable. I'm of the opinions when I hate that phrase. They said this guy can't sing. Bob Dylan can't sing. So and so can't. Tom Waits can't sing. Everybody can sing. You can sing. I can sing. If you have vocal cords, you can sing. So let's just get that statement out of it. So the statement should be say, I don't like that person's voice, not that person can't sing. So that's the way I take it. I love a voice that's unique, has character, and can give us the emotion of the song. If they're angry, let's hear it. If they're sad, let's hear it. Bitter, in love, whatever. Certain singers, no matter how pleasant their voice is or not pleasant their voice is, depending on your own ears and your own opinions, get their emotions across better than others. And so that's kind of the way I base things. So let's get started. Number 10 for me is Steve Earle. I love Steve Earle. I don't know if the man's made a bad album, and I don't even know how many albums he's got out now. His first album was Guitar Town. This has a couple of great examples of Steve's incredible writing. First of all, the song Guitar Town is awesome. And another song that I would check out if you're not, if you're curious and you really haven't given this artist too much of a listen, My Old Friend the Blues is a beautiful song too. Great album, actually, Guitar Town. Another album that I love from Steve is called Washington Square Serenade. This album was really inspired when Steve moved to New York City with his then wife Allison Moyer, and all the songs are kind of got a street feel. They're gritty. They deal with city topics, and it's just a great record. Washington Square Serenade. Number 9 on my list: alt country, Americana, the great Lucinda Williams. Now here's another example of a voice that people just go, ah, she can't sing. Stop it. Don't say that. Everybody can sing. Cassettes. Lucinda's classic album, Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. This album's amazing. It really turned her into a big alt country star, I guess. Great songs in here. Car Wheels on a Dusty Road, on a Gravel Road's a great song. I Lost It's a great song. It's just a great album all the way through. Unfortunately, my favorite song on here is Can't Let Go, which she didn't write, so I can't use it as an example as a songwriter. But this is an excellent album. Another album I really like is her live album, Live at the Fillmore. This is a really lively album, and her band's great. Some great guitar work in this album. If you like Neil Young, listen to the guitar work in this album. It's like Neil Young and Crazy Horse. It's got that guitar's got that same feel. And a more recent album from the last, I don't know, 5 years or so that is a big favorite of mine, The Ghosts of Highway 20. Just listen to the title song, The Ghosts of Highway 20. Lucinda's a great writer, and I think she's a great singer. Number 8 on my list, Bruce Springsteen. I mean, sure, Bruce leads a band, the E Street Band, but he's also made The Ghosts of Tom Joad, Nebraska. Man, he's done a lot of solo stuff too. And if you don't think this man's a great songwriter, just listen to Born to Run, Thunder Road, Jungle Land. Come on, Bruce. Next, number 7. How about the great Van Morrison? Sam St. John will be very happy I put Van on the list. Um, Especially 70s Van. Man, that guy was so prolific. I mean, this album alone. Ballerina, Madame George, the song Astral Weeks, Sweet Thing. Beautifully written songs. Fantastic. One of the great albums of all time. St. Dominic's Preview, another fantastic record. Great song, the title song. Moondance, just full of great songs. Oh man, the whole album. This man was, you don't think of Van as a songwriter or maybe, but he's on my list. Next, guy I've been in love with since the 60s, Donovan. Donovan's my number 6. These are my 2 favorite Donovan albums, Sunshine Superman and Mellow Yellow. I mean, Donovan's had so many great songs. Catch the Wind, Atlantis, Lalania, Sunshine Superman, Mellow Yellow, Season of the Witch. I mean, the man is just an excellent, excellent songwriter. Number 5 on my list, somebody that I just love dearly and still miss to this day, passed away from COVID, the great John Prine. I mean, his first debut album, Sam Stone, Hello in There, Paradise, Illegal Smile, Far From Me, Angel from Montgomery, which has been covered by a million people, Donald and Lydia. I mean, just a great, I mean, the man has put out, I don't know how many albums before he passed. He's just a brilliant songwriter who really can relate to the common man. His songs are somewhat humorous sometimes, they're poignant, just an absolutely incredible, incredible songwriter. John Prine at number 5. Number 4, this was 4, 3, and 2 could be put into a hat and juggled around and put in any order. I can't argue with it. They are definitely my second, third, and fourth choices, but I am seriously trying to figure out who's second, who's third, and who's fourth. They're all tied at 2 as far as I'm concerned. Joni Mitchell. Just say Joni Mitchell Blue and listen to this album. I mean, wow. Just, I mean, Joni wrote from the heart and about her relationships and her life, and she just did it so beautifully. This is an incredible album. A Case of You is on here. The whole album's great. Another favorite of mine is Hissing as Summer Lawns. This is a more jazzy album. And my favorite Joni Mitchell album, which I didn't pull, is Hey Jira. Now, some people, including my friend Sam, don't like Joni doing that high soprano thing, and I get that. So if you want to give Joni another chance, listen to Hey Jira. Her voice is matured, and it's a bit deeper, and the songs are great on there. I mean, Amelia and Coyote's on there. I mean, just give that album a listen. You'd appreciate that one. Number 3, or tied for number 2, Jackson Browne. What a wordsmith, man. This guy can pump out lyrics, and everyone is just so beautiful. He just has such a way with words. And 2 of his early albums are real favorites of mine. For Every Man, my favorite Jackson Browne album. This is just a beautiful record. David Lindley, his playing on this album is absolutely incredible. If you've never heard For Every Man by Jackson Browne, give it a listen. The album that followed it, I think lyrically his best album, is Late for the Sky. Just an incredible record. Check that one out. Number 2, Paul Simon. From his work with Simon and Garfunkel, Sounds of Silence, The Boxer, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. I mean, just an incredible songwriter. To his solo work, and then coming out with an album like Graceland, which really introduced the masses to an African sound, a world music type thing. I know there was much of that beforehand, but this really brought it into a more populist type setting. Um, Paul Simon just continued to make great albums up until recently. All his latest albums are all still really good. And number one, you probably all know who it is, the man near and dear to my heart, Mr. Bob Dylan. My favorite Dylan album, Blonde on Blonde. I mean, this has Just Like a Woman on it. I Want You, Rainy Day Woman, um, Visions of Johanna, my favorite Dylan song. I mean, this man writes lyrics like no one else. You can interpret them the way you want. A lot of imagery. Uh, this is my perfect example of a guy people say he can't sing. I think Bob Dylan's one of the greatest singers of all time because the way he interprets the songs. I just think you take a song like Positively 4th Street, where he's really wants to put a dig in it, somebody you can hear it. Idiot Wind, another one. You can just hear the bitterness in his voice. Love songs. Just Bob just can really convey emotion in a song, as far as I'm concerned, and a great writer. Another incredible album, Highway 61. Um, that's my top 10. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm like 2 people away from 1800. Not that 1800 and 1798 is any different in the scheme of things, but it just sounds cool. So please, 2 more. And thank you very much. We will be back with another video today, tomorrow, or next day. Take care.